What's good, YouTube? Slender Revolution X here. Now, I know, guys, I was talking about it. Talking about taking the Neos deck to locals. Talking about taking the Neos deck to regionals. Well, I did it. Went to locals 2 days ago, Waynesboro, PA. One of our more frequent locals that I go to. Got top 8. Out of about 40 people, I got top 8 with the Neos deck. Went X2. It was pretty interesting. I lost to Karkari Girgia and like a D-Hero Synchro. It was really bad. It was one of those games where I was just like, why can't I get anything that's useful? But I lost to those, and I beat a Fire Fist undefeated Spirit deck that was there. This was round 6, I believe I played the Spirit deck, 5 or 6. It was undefeated, and I was X1 at the time. I beat it 2-0. Everybody else was having trouble with it. Beat Quasar, actually trounced Quasar. Super Poly to Star Eater in that match. It was pretty interesting. What else did I beat? Harpies. So, the deck is viable, guys. It shows right there. People didn't know what to side, so I didn't have any issues with siding. And my only mistake was not making a viable side deck. I'll show you the side deck I had, because it was kind of like, I wasn't sure if I was going to play the Neos deck, but I really wanted to. Obviously, it's my favorite deck, so I'm going to want to play it. So, decided to play it with kind of like a junky side. I think if I would have had a decent side, I would have been prepared for the Girgia Karkari matchup. So, I'm a little disappointed in myself in that, but there's always next time. It's only locals, and it's a small step for what I'm trying to do here with this deck. But I'm going to, without further ado, guys, I'm going to give you the top 8 X2 Neos deck profile from locals that I played this week. So let's get into it, guys. Alright, guys, so here's the deck. Let's get into it. Starting off with monsters. We have Triple Prisma. I actually had a guy try to Fiendish Chain this and question whether I could even send the graveyard, but if you guys are wondering, it is a cost to send, to reveal and send, so you will always get your ditch to the graveyard with Prisma, and that was a big help in that game, because he ended up not being able to attack me too much, and I ended up getting a lot of stuff to the graveyard, and eventually drew into 2 Miracle Fusions and 1 Miracle Contact, so it was pretty brutal at that point. That was game over. The double Alias, was considering swapping that out for another one of them for another Bubble Man, but he's pretty good. He's a nice beater, and he's light, so that's pretty big in the deck. The double Hummingbird, it is your win condition to get the Air Neos, and I think having 2 Hummingbird gets you there quicker. I don't like just one, and it's a pretty good first turn play to be able to gain 2,500. So double Neos, there's your main, other win condition. Some people tell me to only play 1. I think 2 is a pretty good number. You have things to get it out of your hand if you draw it. I fortunately didn't draw it a lot this past locals, but you have things like Aqua Dolphin and Super Poly to be able to get it out of your hand, so I don't mind playing the 2, plus their dual terminal, which is always badass. The one-ofs. 1 Neospace Pathfinder. I still run the Neospace engine. It actually helped me out a lot. Allowed Prisma to get over pretty big monsters. Prisma becomes 2,200 attacker when you ditch Neos to the graveyard when Neospace is on the field. So I like the Neospace variant. And here's my one-ofs of the Neospatians. 1 Aqua Dolphin. Like I said, Storm Neos is a big thing in this deck, especially this format with a heavy back row. Storm Neos put in work this weekend. I'm actually pretty impressed with it. The one of Grand Mole also put in work. When you're able to bounce things, and Grand Neos also was another ability to get to an OTK, so I really like him in there. Dark Panther, he's dark, makes Escurado plays, and he copies effects, which is pretty cool. So there's that, and then last but not least, the 1 Bubble Man puts in serious work, makes those big Excalibur plays and things like that. So definitely like the Bubble Man. Now on to spells. 3 Miracle Contact. Miracle Contact is one of your win conditions of the deck. It allows you to Miracle Fusion for Neos guys. If you don't know, triple Miracle Fusion. I know this was at 2 for a while that I had playing, but I think I just recently bumped it up to 3. Very powerful. I wanted more power cards in the deck, so having that at 3 gave me more options for big monsters. The double E-Call with the Lax Stratos, you need that ability to recruit heroes. Double Pot of Duality. If you're going first, I generally, if I win game 1, I side these out because then I'm going second and I have the ability to OTK. But if I'm going first and can't OTK, Pot of Duality is a great addition. Double Hero Lives. Another one of the win conditions. If you get this turn 2, and you can pay the 4,000 life points and then go off, it's pretty awesome. Double Convert Contact. Your best draw card. One of the best draw cards I think that have ever been made. It's a shame they were made for such a rough archetype because it's essentially a Foolish Burial and a Destiny draw. So, pretty good. The double Neospace. Like I said, it gives that 500 bump and doesn't allow your heroes, your Neospatian fusions to go back to the end phase, which is really powerful. The double Super Poly. This card essentially saved me against the Quasar deck because you can Super Poly Quasar and you can Super Poly Star Eater, which I did. There was salt raining from the ceilings, but yes, there's that. The double MST. Thinking about bumping it up to 3 because it's such a heavy back row format. But for right now, it was 2 and it worked pretty well for me. And the one-ofs. One Rhoda searches for your Bubble Man, searches for your Aqua Dolphin if you have that Convert Contact in hand, searches for Prisma. Just a good generic search card. And last but not least, the one Forbidden Lance. Was running 2 for a while, decided to cut it down to 1. It really helped for me. I think 1 is plenty in this deck because you have so many other spells that you really need to keep in. And for the traps, this is new, 2 7 Tools of the Bandit. It is a back row format, and I love this card, this format. It's a shame more people aren't playing it, but it put in work this weekend. You know, things like, I'm trying to think what I used it against. Things like Mirror Force that are really game-changing cards, this puts down. And it gives you less life points, which means Air Neos gets higher, so I do like that. And last but not least, I have the One Solemn Warning. Good card, good stable. Alright, now on to the Fusion / Extra deck. So, we have the Omni Heroes. 1 Shining, 1 Ab-Zero, 1 Gaia, 1 Escurado, 1 Nova Master, 1 Great Tornado. Did I say the other one? No, I don't think so. So those are the Omni Heroes. They are all in my extra deck. I like having all of them because of the Super Poly abilities. Now on to the Neos Fusions. Your big beater, the double Air Neos. I'm not running 3. I don't ever need to get to 3. If I get to 2, I should absolutely have won by then or lost, one way or another. So there's that. 1 Dark Neos. I like being able to negate effects. Things like that I can't get over. I'm trying to think of a situation. I can't really think of a situation right now. But monsters' effects that give them boost and attack or, you know, can destroy things or you can't attack them during the battle phase, things like that. This gets over. This actually did pretty well for me this weekend. The 1 Grand Neos absolutely put in work. He is another OTK possibility in this deck. The 1 Aqua Neos, I don't think I ever made him except to just push over for attack. And last but not least, the Storm Neos. This card wrecks people. People don't understand, without a heavy storm in this format, people just tend to set a lot, and he can punish you for that, which is really nice. So there's my Neos Fusions. And last but not least, we have the Exceeds monsters. 1 Maestroke, just to keep you safe. If you're in a bad situation, Maestroke is an amazing card. 1 Blade Armor Ninja for an OTK possibility. And 1 Excalibur for the main OTK possibility to do 4,000 damage. So there's that. And I'll quickly show you guys the side that I used. It's kind of junky. And if I was going to play again, I absolutely would have changed the side. I don't think it's even 15 cards, to be honest with you. Which I understand it has to be, but nobody's calling you out at a local for less than 15 cards on your side. It puts you at a disadvantage more than anything. So, the double DD Crow, double Kaiku, Gemini Imps, just in case I hit that Dark World matchup. Gores, he actually did help me in the Quasar matchup, and the 1 Puppet Plant for this Prophecy matchup. And then I have double Shadow Imprisoning Mirror, and double World Decree. So, like I said, I really didn't use this, and it was nice people not being able to side against me, but that's the deck for you guys. I went X2, got top 8 at like a 38 to 40 person local. I hope if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any comments, leave it in the comment section below. I always love to hear from you guys, and I will always give you feedback back. And as always, guys, remember to subscribe to join the revolution today. This is Slender Revolution X signing out, and I will see you guys next time.